Good afternoon. I am going to show you how to look at the array dimensions and the different types of installs, portrait and landscape. So first things first, let's take a look at a house. I want to show you the different aspects of a roof. So you have four parts to a roof. You have a ridge, which is the highest point. You have the sides, also known as the rake. So anytime you hear side or rake, that's what we're talking about. And then you have the eave, which is down here. So on this roof, this would be the ridge, this would be the side of the rake, this would be the eave. This is the valley, but don't worry about that just yet. Again, ridge, side or rake, eave. So, with that in mind, when we are looking at the way we're installing the modules, which is either portrait or landscape, that's going to be relative to the ridge. So, if this is standing upright and the short sides of the modules, which is the top and the bottom here, are one side's facing the ridge and one side's facing the eave, and that was installed in portrait. If the short sides are facing the sides of the roof, then that's installed in landscape. So if you take a look at this one, you can see that the modules were, first identify these are the sides of the roof, that's the ridge, and these were installed in landscape. If you look at this one, you can see that here's the ridge, here's the eave, and these are hips, which are don't need to worry about just yet, but that's more or less the side of this roof. And these were installed in portrait. In this one, you can see there's a few different roof planes. So on this one, this is actually the eave, that's the ridge. So this is portrait. Again, here's the ridge, here's the eave, this is portrait. And again, here's the ridge, here's the eave, this is portrait as well. So even though it may look a bit confusing, you just got to compare it to the roof plane that you are considering. You have three different roof planes here. You go 1, 2, and 3. So when you're using the calculator, the array size calculator, you can see in the instructions that we gave you, we've provided you with a link. So you click on that, you let it load, and once it's loaded, you'll take into consideration the picture that we have and put the information in. So in this one instance, we have 1 module, 2 module, 3, 4, 5. 5 in one row, and then you have 3 different rows. And as we said, these were installed in landscape. So, number of rows, as we said, that was 3. And there was 5 per row. So you got to be careful here because depending on the orientation, it's going to give you different numbers. So from side to side, in landscape, this is 27 feet and 5.5 inches. So the measurement we would put here across this top row is 27 feet, 5.5 inches. Now from ridge to eave, when we take a look back at the calculator, it says 9 feet and 11 inches. Now if we take a look at something like this, these rows are 2 different lengths, so we'd have to put one measurement here and another measurement here, and then we can just put one measurement for how far down it goes. But here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the top row. So there's 2 rows here and 7 in that top row. And this is installed in portrait, so side to side is 23 feet and 8 inches. So that's the measurement we would put on the top row. And the bottom row, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we would, after we've put that information in, we'd go back, change this to 10, and that'll change the side to side to 33 feet, 7.25 inches. And we'd want to mark that as well. And I've been using PDF, Adobe Reader, to put this information in, whatever works best. The point is that it's done right, but if you go to the comment section, you can add lines and call-outs. So I just add a line here. If you click on it, you can work on the properties, and you'll want to make it a bit thicker so I can see it, and put some edges on it. Hit OK, and then just kind of an arrow here. Or there, and you would just insert the number that we got. So for the side, it was 33 feet, 7.25 inches. 33 feet, 7.25 inches. Just make it nice and legible. Do the same for the top, and then one for the side. And then that would be it for calling out the different dimensions.